Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be telling you the easiest, most efficient way to get arena points, and you barely even have to try. Like these three tips that I'm going to tell you are literally going to you're just going to speed through Champions League. You can get thousands of points in like a few hours with this method, and you're basically AFK while you're doing it. It's actually insane, this method. So if you wanna watch something, but you also need to get arena points, do these methods, and you can do that. It is going to be just insane. So let's get straight into it. Yes, guys, tip number 1 is to use natural surroundings, because basically when you're in a box, people are more likely to push you, because I mean, even if there's not someone in the box, people are still going to go check boxes to see if there's people in there. So the best tip that I have is to just use bushes, hide on the edge of storm behind trees and rocks where people can't see you, or in like trash cans and like porta potties and hay bales are probably your best bet for hiding. The trash cans are a little bit loud, but the porta potties and the hay bales are pretty quiet. So yeah, that's definitely my best tip, is to use natural surroundings. But my next tip, it's basically cheating. It's like basically you get wall hacks. So stick around for this. And tip number 2 is to visualize sound effects. Alright guys, this is an insane tip. This is basically wall hacks. You could see shots when you couldn't hear them. You can see footsteps when you couldn't hear them. It is absolutely insane, especially when you're hiding with the other tips, and you can hear footsteps before you would even hear them, like a few seconds before you would even hear them. And if the other player doesn't have visualized sound effects on, guess what? They're not going to be able to, you're going to be able to hear them coming, and they're not going to be able to do anything. So this is a very overpowered tip. You can also see where people are healing. You can see the direction that people are healing, which is very good, because normally you can't hear when someone's like using a medkit, but you can actually see when somebody is healing, and it is absolutely insane. So make sure you guys use this tip to your advantage. And my final tip is surprise attack players. Drop in a pretty hot spot, not like a very hot drop, but like a pretty popular POI, and you're going to want to lay some loot out on the ground. Just make sure you have a pretty good pump, and then when they come to take the loot, and they're probably going to sit there, box up, and heal. And if you're in a hay bale or a porta potty, you can just, or even a trash can, you could just hop out and one pump them. It is absolutely insane, and especially if you do this early game, or after they're in a fight, and they're like healing up, it is absolutely insane, because after someone's in a fight, they might need heals, and they say, oh, okay, there's heals over there, and they go to pick up the heals, and then they get one pumped by you, and it's absolutely insane. It's probably the weakest tip on this list, but it's definitely insane. Now that's going to be about it for the tips. Now you guys tell me, did these tips work out good for you? And if they did, make sure you tell me in the comments below, and like this video. And remember, these tips work the best in the earlier divisions. And I think you guys will see that this gives a lot more points than usual. So yeah, just figure out the best strategy for you. Combine tips with like more sweatier tips. And yeah, that's going to be about it for this video today, guys.